So, there we go. Race number 34 on the programme, Senior Rotax. 34 drivers looking down at the dummy grid. All 34 drivers are there. The skies are darkening, but it is still dry. Lewis Gilbert and Reese Hunter will share row number 1. Tom Edmonds and Kai Hunter will share row number 2. Matty Hingley and Will Ellsworth share row 3. James Johnson and Teddy Clinton are on row 4. Row 5, Matthew Higgins and Louis Harvey. Row 6, Archie Brown and Tom Adams. Then it is Luke Wooder and Jack Steadman, Louis Weaver and Alex Hughes. Row 9 is Oakley Pryor, the Clay Pigeon winner, and Sam Hawthorne. Then it's Ryan Luscombe and Harrison Collins. Oliver Meadows and Sean Butcher start row number 11. Row 12 is Edward Matthews and Riley Stevenson. Row 13, Brandon Nagelvort and Lewis Halliday. James Lowther and Spencer Shinner start from row 14. Magic Camara and Tristan Rennie on row 15. James Lingard and Alex Eads on row 16. The 17th and final row of the grid, Harry from Barry, Harry Holland, and George Holbrook, who sadly also failed to finish the pre-final. 15 minutes, the last 15 minutes of action here at Mansell Raceway this weekend. Lights are off, we're off and racing in Senior Rotax down towards turn number 1. And the leaders are through cleanly, and it looks like everybody is safely round turn number 1 now. Underbraking the Constantina together for the complex. They've all managed to somehow squeeze through with 3 and 4 wide coming onto mini straight, but the leaders headed by the familiar green and white Strawberry Racing Potenza Racing Engines entry of Lewis Gilbert. He has the advantage here in the early running, and everybody somehow manages to get through cleanly. Anthony Jordan.
Yes.
Good. There we go. That's your analysis. Gilbert leads. Hunter, Reese Hunter in second. No, Tom Edmonds is second. Then it's the elder of the two Hunter brothers, Reese Hunter. And look at that in 4th place. Matty Hingley, the Ultimate R Racing Kart number 11.
Yeah, great running from them so far. And it's, a great start from these senior Rotax drivers. They had dramatic pre-finals, semi-finals, repechage, I should say, in their heats as well. So it's been a fantastic weekend for them. It's been dry all the way throughout, but I did have a voice in my ears saying that some of the cameramen once again said that there was a little bit of spots of rain around on the circuit. But at the moment, it is dry, it is calm, we're all collected, and we're going to get this final underway or finished with no rain.
With James Lowther getting a warning flag, as you're watching the leaders, I'm going to clear this up for you. The cameramen are lying. Basically, the cameramen want sympathy. They want sympathy from the audience because they've been out there all day without a lunch break, and now they're saying it's raining, so they're hoping they'll say, well, a fantastic job they're doing, and that we give them some love and some sympathy. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, Alpha Live cameramen are dispensable.
They are.
The cameras are not.
No, they're not.
No, they're doing a fantastic job as Matty Hingley moves into 2nd place. They'll get no sympathy from us in our nice warm, sometimes air-conditioned, sometimes centrally heated commentary box. None whatsoever.
None. 12.5 minutes, or just under 13 minutes, plus 1 additional lap to go. At the moment, your race leader, Lewis Gilbert, leading the way by 0.4 of a second. Has got a bit of breathing space there. You can see the number 11 of Matty Hingley there in 3rd place, or I suspect 3rd place. It's actually 2nd place as he dived down the inside of Reese Hunter, didn't he, earlier on? So they are battling away closely. There's the number 6. Now, who's that? Teddy Clinton for Dan Holland Racing. There's 4 Dan Holland Racing karts line astern. I suspect all probably working together. No, they're not.
Well, they're working together as long as Kai Hunter leads them. That's the rules. Yeah. Best lap so far. Oakley Pryor leading the way in this one. Now, Oakley, of course, he won the pre-final at Clay Pigeon, and when we didn't run the final, then he was automatically given the winning points for the final. So he is he's not our championship leader because he didn't score very well in the heats. He's 3rd of the championship at the moment. Reese Hunter and Sean Butcher led the championship coming into this event. We'll have a little look at the points later on in the faces. Matty Hingley just over the curbs there, but Lewis Gilbert looking down. Gilbert only 15th in the point standings coming into this event, but he has been untouchable. And I've got to go and double check whether he is racing. He's whether he's with Strawberry. I think he is with Strawberry Racing. We got yellow flags down at turn number 1.
Yes.
That is the number 90. Mamma mia, who are you saying there with that hand signal was? That was number 93, Brandon Nagelvoort.
Yeah.
And the driver who he was potentially admonishing, well, we'll find out next time around.
Yes, we shall indeed. So, yes, not happy there at turn 1. Clearly some contact, but back here in the mid-pack, and you can see there the 76 getting feisty. That's Archie Brown, also known as the
Flying Mullet.
There it is. So, yes, as they go through, now you can just see there.
Everyone else here at Mansell Raceway is cold today, but Archie Brown's neck is nice and warm.
It is indeed, yes. So, Reese Hunter, new fastest lap of the race in 3rd place. The number 2 working well there, 45.77. 6/10 down from the race leader at the moment, only a 10th behind Matty Hingley, I should say, as they go around the track in towards the hairpin.
Turn 4.
That's turn 7.
Straight. Oh, turn 7. I was busy looking out of the window to see if there was any rain falling, but there wasn't, so I was distracted quite easily. I know, but see, I mean, I have to say, how impressed are you by Matty Hingley, first-year senior driver? I mean, Matthew Higgins is doing another job. Matthew Higgins, he's in 9th position. As last year's junior Rotax champion, and we're looking for the number 75 car. Teddy Clinton sets another fastest lap, but Higgins has got, the entire Dan Holland Racing team around him. And I mean, in senior Rotax in the last 2 years, Dan Holland Racing have won 6 finals. And we've only had how many? We had 12 in the first year, and only 4. So out of the 16 finals that we've had since Motorsport UK took over the British Karting Championship, Dan Holland Racing have won 6 of them. So Higgins is soaking up all that information. Matty Hingley, he's the Lone Ranger in that Ultimate R camp as well. So he's only got his older brother Ben's expertise, and there looks like
kart failure.
It looks like it's a Team UK race suit, and that is the number 50 kart of James Johnson out of the race. Oh, Johnson, and he's there. Something has broken on that kart, and he's looking down just offline there, and such a shame for James Johnson. He's got his 2 young babies with it watching on there, and he took a year out last year, but it's not been a successful return to the British Championship so far in 2021, and he is out of the race. We talked about Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort. Who was the driver that he was admonishing? It was Magic Chimera, and they're back running nose to tail in 33rd and 34th places. I wonder how long that little harmonious battle will last. Here's Hingley now holding off Reese Hunter in kart number 2. Lewis Gilbert is getting away in the race lead. Edmonds is 4th.
Working well together on that one. 8.5 minutes plus that 1 additional lap. And as you say, yes, Gilbert leading comfortably at the moment, just over a second behind Ultimate R's, Hingley, Hunter, Edmonds. Then it's another Hunter, Clinton, Higgins, Brown, Pryor, Butcher, Adams, Harvey, Ellswood, Hawthorne, Wooder, Hughes, Lothar. Then it's Collins, Meadows, Weaver, Stedman, Eads, Luscombe, Shinner, Halliday, Holbrook, Matthews, Rennie, Holland, Stevenson, and Lingard. Then it's Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort, Magic Chimera, and James Johnson, who, of course, we just lost.
Yep, and I tell you what, that was almost melodic. I almost thought I'd do a little background beat for you. Oh, so melodious. I'm just odorous. As here comes Gilbert. Now, 1.25 seconds ahead of this battle on screen. Well, Matty Hingley has got ahead of Reese Hunter and is keeping Hunter at bay. Somebody just come past us into the pits to retire. Not quite sure who that was, but I can't stress how impressive this is from Matty Hingley. Edmonds is there holding on as well. They're using that curve, and you just see them, they pop up that rear wheel. Here comes Reese Hunter up the inside. Good clean move. Now, will Matty Hingley settle back and just let Reese Hunter tow him around? Now, they're smart. Hunter has let Hingley have several laps in 2nd place. During the course of those several laps, Lewis Gilbert has pulled away by 1.5 seconds. Now, if Hingley has got his wits about him, and I think he does because he hasn't come back in, he's now going to let Reese Hunter lead that charge. Okay, Reese, I've tried to catch the leader. I haven't made it. Now you go. And if you catch the leader, by virtue of me sitting on your rear bumper, I'm going to catch the leader. That's the way you've got to think in these kart races. Edmonds is there in 4th, and then it is Kai Hunter, Teddy Clinton, and Matthew Higgins just off this battle in the number 75 kart. Let's look at the lead as they stand. It was 1.5 seconds, but Hunter had made a move on that lap. It's now 1.6 seconds. We'll check as they come through sector number 1 on this, the 12th lap of the race. We're just past half distance. And sector number 1, and of course now they choose not to pick up the sector times on our timing screen, thus making my point somewhat irrelevant. We'll have to wait. We'll see about if it's visual.
We'll have to see. Under 6 minutes, back onto the back straight then. Line astern, it is all the way from 2nd to 6th place. Matthew Higgins kind of on his own in a bit of a no man's land at the moment.
And I tell you what, Lewis Gilbert is going to catch James Johnson, who is back in the race.
Right.
And he is several laps down. Magic Camara has retired. So Johnson in kart number 50 is back in the race. Here in the kart 2nd, and Edmonds is now 3rd. So Hingley down to 4th. Hunter, Reese Hunter in number 2, is beginning to edge away. But Gilbert's lead, it was 1.5 seconds, then it's 1.6. Now it's 1.8 seconds. I think Lewis Gilbert is just in a class of his own this weekend.
Yeah, I think you could be right on that one. As they, again, once more exit out of the hangar bend in towards Dogleg. Again, line astern as they go through. There's your race leader, Gilbert. Screams out of shot here. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th place. All once more line astern. They exit out of turn 1. No lunges here. Like I say, we're in the limbo mode at the moment. It's final time for the seniors. As they were in limbo mode, down the inside goes the O plate of Kai Hunter on Matty. Was it Matty Hingley?
I think it was.
It was indeed Matty Hingley. Yes, it was. Yes, gets that job done. Moves up into P4 now. So working hard now. The Hunter brothers, they're fairly close to each other now, aren't they? So you've got Kai Hunter there. Actually, where is he? Oh, Reese Hunter is in 2nd place, of course, isn't he?
Yep.
He's so far up at the front there. We've not noticed him, isn't he?
Yep. And so there's the number 6 of Clinton at the back of this group. Where is the? I mean, someone on there. Where is the Flying Mullet? The Flying Mullet is running in. He's up in the top 10, you know.
He's
up in the top 10. That rat's back is fluttering away in the breeze. But here is the number 2 kart, Reese Hunter. Lewis Gilbert is now 2 seconds up the road. 2 seconds up the road. Gilbert is not going to be caught. I think that he is clear away and gone.
Yes, he's very comfortably there.
We did say that James Johnson was potentially, he was back in the race, but Johnson has pulled off and retired again for a 2nd time in this race, so he is now not a factor. There is the Diamond of Dalry in Scotland. Lewis Gilbert chasing him, but I think it might be a forlorn chase. It's Reese Hunter in the number 2 kart. Edmonds is 3rd. Let's have a little look back there. When was the last time Tom Edmonds was on the senior Rotax podium? And the answer is it was the opening round of last year's championship at Lydd, where he finished 2nd to Morgan Porter. Teddy Clinton finished 3rd on that day. Clinton is trying to fight for a potential podium again here, so it's been a long wait for another podium run for Tom Edmonds in kart number 5. Is that wait about to be over? Well, he's going about the right way because Kai Hunter is about 15 kart lengths behind him. Matty Hingley is now back into 5th position. There's the number 11 of Hingley in 5th position, and Clinton is in 6th. Matty Higgins is 7th. Oakley Pryor, championship leader coming into this race. Is he still the championship leader? I don't know. Shall we find out by bringing the virtual championship standings onto our screen? Yes, we shall. Here we go.
I think you were denied there.
Denied.
But I will ask the championship lords, could we please put the championship standings on the table or on the screen now, please? Thank you very much. Thank you.
I tell you what, I'm not happy with that. I don't think that I think the disembodied voice in my head has left. I might be on my own for once. And it's Reese Hunter leading the championship. Lewis Gilbert is 4th in the championship. Oakley Pryor is 6th in the point standings at the moment. So Reese Hunter solidifying his advantage as things stand. Edmonds not in the top 8 at the moment. Will Ellsworth and Sam Hawthorne, you can see they're in the top 8 of the point standings, but Ellsworth is down in 12th on the road in this run, and Hawthorne is 17th on the road.
Well,
long way to go so far. Now, Reese Hunter, I think, may have had to give up. I mean, I'm going to try and see if the disembodied voice in my head has returned. Please remove the championship.
Disembodied voice in my head, please remove the championship. Thank you.
I've never felt so alone. The voices in my head have stopped after all this time. Anyway, here we go. Luckily, we got some karts to talk about. Hunter under pressure from Edmonds. Gilbert is away at the front.
There we go. Great running from these drivers all the way through this race, all the way through this weekend, you have to remember. It's been an incredibly tough one. The weather the last few days has been absolutely amazing. Today was a big question mark on whether or not it was going to be wet or dry. It was wet at the start. It's completely bone dry now. And I have to say, no one was expecting that. Less than a minute to go. 38 seconds plus that one lap. And at this moment, Lewis Gilbert leading the way convincingly by 2.4 seconds. It's all going to be down now to what can happen for second and third. Eads receives a 5-second time penalty, so that's not going to be a good way to end your final.
Alex Eads is down in 18th place on the road at the moment. Well, I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know, you have seen, especially because we have had people saying that they're watching karting for the first time, you have seen just how competitive and evenly matched these karts are. This kart racing, it is the most competitive national kart series anywhere in the world. To be able to go and dominate a race like we're seeing Lewis Gilbert do, that means the mechanic, all credits to Lewis's mechanic. I think it's Big Lee Taylor on the spanners for Lewis this weekend. I mean, that is a superb effort. I've seen Gary Donnelly down there as well on the spanners. I mean, every single thing in a field this competitive against competition this strong. I mean, we're talking champions, British Open winners, side by side for second in the final. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant for all concerned with Lewis Gilbert to be able to dominate in this fashion at this level.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on what Tom Edmonds can do, because at the moment they're still comfortably in third place. There's your race leader, though. Lewis Gilbert leading comfortably. Potenza Racing engines on that Tony Kart chassis.
That's some waft. I tell you what, that is some top-end waft for Gilbert, as he now uses that waft down the straight for the final time, into the dogleg, the final time. The weekend at Mansell Raceway on track comes to a finish, and Gilbert takes the win. Reese Hunter, does finish in second position. Third for Edmonds, Kai Hunter is fourth, Teddy Clinton a top 5 result, so Edmonds ends a year-long wait for a next podium. Well done, Tom. Clinton in the top 5. Matty Hingley, a great drive in 6th position. 7th is Matthew Higgins. So the two junior Rotax stars from last year finishing the top 7 in just their second outing as seniors in the British Championship. Sean Butcher, a quiet weekend for the Anglo-Australian driver in 8th place. Oakley Pryor 9th, and the Flying Mullet takes a top 10 finish ahead of Louis Harvey, William Ellsworth, Luke Wooder, Tom Adams, James Lowther, and the rest.
Yes, a fantastic end to a fantastic day's racing here at Mansell Raceway. And
yeah, not every race can be nose to tail, drama to the end, but you have to appreciate, to do that, Lewis Gilbert, that is perfection.
Oh, yes.
That is as close to perfection. Lewis Gilbert will not get another weekend like this, I would imagine, in his career in the British Championship, where everything in the dry, on the sunny weather yesterday, the rain, the dampness this morning, and then now the overcast condition this afternoon, every condition, Gilbert's kart just had the edge on everybody else. Yeah. Good sportsmanship there. Reese Hunter and Tom Edmonds, they're shaking their heads, they're saying, we couldn't do anything about that one, boyo. But there we go. That close. Well, you weren't that close to Lewis Gilbert, Tom. You were that close to each other, but Gilbert was away up the road, as they say.
Yeah, definitely. But what a final. for the senior Rotax, and again a great result there for your race winner Lewis Gilbert, and who'll be coming up in just a moment to have a quick chat with us. And of course, just a great running from the end of the day, I think. You know, huge congratulations to all the drivers, and
yeah, I mean, I know that you know,
rest easy.
You and Lewis will close out the show, but I mean, it's from my point of view, just a big thank you to all the officials here at Mansell Raceway, the marshals, the medics, the staff here at Dunk as well, to use its original name, old school name, because you know, I'm an old school man. I'm just old now.
You hear that noise?
That was they're the hamster wheel in my head, going around and around and around. But I mean, you know, what a fantastic. Wherever you've been watching, thank you for wherever you've been watching on the Wera Tools Facebook page, the British Kart Championship Facebook page, the Demon Tweaks Facebook page, the Karting Magazine Facebook page, the Alpha Live YouTube channel, or the Motorsport.tv TV channel. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. The next round, we're going to Scotland next, aren't we?
We're
going to Narco. You are?
Yeah, I am. You're not going to be there, are you?
No, I've been seconded to make nonsense, talk about karts elsewhere.
Oh, peace and quiet.
Lucky you.
I know.
Not you, the audience, but you, Anthony.
Exactly.
Lucky you. And maybe you, the audience, as well. You know, who knows?
Maybe so.
But what a fantastic weekend's racing. We've got the presentations to go a little bit later on. All the videos that we filmed, the feature videos. So we asked the drivers, people's favourite British Grand Prix memories, including those of Rob Smedley and Motorsport UK chairman David Richards. That will be on the Alpha Live YouTube channel and the British Kart Championship website and social medias in the days to come. Philip Howarth's lap of Mansell Raceway with you. That'll be also there. That's one to watch as well. And also some of the features on the Total Karting Zero, engineered by Rob Smedley. About that, we'll be watching that in the days and weeks to come. Well, the next week or so. Keep an eye out on all the British Kart Championship social media page. But I'm going to disappear out of the commentary box, and I'm going to let a very, very happy Scottish senior Rotax driver in. But after, one more time, let's hear from our sponsors who make this happen.
Welcome back to the commentary box, and a stellar performance and a stellar drive from Lewis Gilbert, who is in here with me. Lewis, what a final that was from your point of view. It looked cool, calm and controlled.
Yeah, it was just, the plan was just try and get out in the lead as fast as I could and just create the gap. And once the gap was there, I just got my head down and went for it, really.
Yeah, I mean, you started on the front row for this one, and of course, just a nice, fun, controlled race. Of course, you had Reese Hunter behind as well for the majority of it, but you just managed to pull that gap. A nice, clean, consistent race. It just looked like the perfect lap over and over and over.
Yeah, like, thanks to the guys who helped me. Just the kart was perfect, the engine was going well, like everything was just working, and it was just really good.
Yeah, exactly. Have you raced much at Mansell Raceway?
This is my third time here.
Third time,
Not much, but enough to know the track.
Exactly. Well, there you go. Perfect result from that one, winning that one final for the senior
Thank you.
Rotax. But again, hopefully we see you on the next one. But from your point of view, this weekend it's been has it been okay? Because what are your results been on this one? You came second in Heat 2.
Yep.
You won your Heat 3 as well. So you know it's been a pretty nice weekend so far, hasn't it?
We've always had the pace whenever we've been to Mansell Raceway, so yeah, it's been a good weekend. We're just hoping for a strong result after the first round wasn't great. So now we've got quite a good point total, so that should help us in the championship now. So yeah, it's good.
It's lucky that the weather held out, didn't it?
It was starting to spit when I was out on track. I was just praying for it not to go.
Not to hammer down, because
No.
of course everyone on slick tyres. I suspect turn one would have been quite interesting.
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
it?
was just stay off.
Yeah, excellent. Well, again, a great result from you on this one, and hopefully we see more wins for you in the future. Of the
Thank you very
championship.
much.
Excellent stuff. Lewis Gilbert there, your winner for the senior Rotax final on that one. Thank you very much for joining us with this one. Anyone you'd like to thank, actually, before I always forget?
Contenders Race Engines for giving me great equipment. My mum and my dad for helping me get here, and Kyle who was helping me through the weekend. So thanks a lot to everybody.
Well, they're all watching, so give them a wave at home. There we go. Perfect stuff. Again, thank you very much, Lewis Gilbert there. So, again, a great result from that one. Lewis, you can stand there if you want. You can end the stream with me, actually, Lewis. Let's do that. Let's end the stream. To all the fans who are watching at home, thank you very much for watching in. A huge thank you to all the marshals. Would you like to say thank you to the marshals?
Thank you to Martha's. Just done a great job on the weekend.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, great to have you all watching. Huge thank you to all the Alpha Live crew as well as all the Motorsport UK officials. But from myself, from Henry Burdett, and everyone here at Mansell Raceway, we will see you at the next round in a couple of weeks' time. Bye for now.
So now we are on to the senior Rotax presentation here, round 2 of the Wera Tools British Kart Championship here at Mansell Raceway. And there are no rookies in the field because this is seniors and they're all experienced drivers, but finishing in 3rd position for KR Sport, it's Tom Edmonds. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations, Tom. Now your top 2, and finishing second on this occasion, beating younger brother, keeping him in his place. Last year's championship runner-up for Dan Holland Racing, it's Reese Hunter. The crowd go wild. But I have to say that there aren't weekends that come around very often that where everything just clicks. Not only did this driver dominate the entire day, he also wins the Leading Privateer Award from Scotland, the Diamond of Dalry, Lewis Gilbert and his winning mechanic Ben York. Ben, whoa, Ben. Don't stand above your station. Oh, what? I'm trying to take Lewis's glory. I don't really. Get your medal on.